Lord have mercy. All right, what's up? What's up? We are back with another video. It's so good to see y'all. It's so much that's been going on social media, so we're gonna dive into it all. We're gonna get into it all. When y'all come in the room, make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Got a lot to discuss, but let's get into it. Let us first start with Kanye West. Let me screen share this really quickly because I want to get into this and talk about this because I know it's late. So I want to just go on and just dive into these topics. My two favorite people on earth. Kanye West was matching a White Lives Matter shirt with Candace Owens. As you see, White Lives Matter, they have it on the shirt. And everybody was so upset about it. I'm just reading all the tweets. Black Twitter was upset. And I'm like, white lives do matter. Black lives matter. All lives matter. So I don't see a situation where people talk about, you shouldn't wear this shirt. No, if a white person want to wear a shirt and say white lives matter, they can and they should. If a black person want to wear a shirt, say black lives matter, they should. Let's be 100% clear on this. Just because you have on a white lives matter shirt does not mean you don't believe that black lives doesn't matter. So I don't see what's the uproar about a black person wearing a shirt white lives matter. Clearly Kanye is trolling. Clearly he understand that if I put on a shirt that say white lives matter, automatically I'm going to be on the blogs. I'm going to team up with Candace Owens. She's going to wear a shirt. Automatically people are going to talk about it on the blog, and it's easy to troll. And it's just so easy because people are so vulnerable that they are, say, oh my gosh, I'm going to cancel Kanye West, or I'm not going to buy his music. The man is already a billionaire. You should have just gone head on and went somewhere and canceled his music years ago. The man is already a billionaire. His Yeezys is already selling. So just saying that you're going to cancel his music doesn't mean a thing. I'm going to wear a shirt and say white lives matter. I don't see a problem with it. I lost friends that were white. Their lives do matter. So when people, and I was talking to this one black lady, she was really upset. And she said, why do Kanye West have on the shirt? And I said, so you're saying that white lives don't matter? Because white lives matter. Black lives matter. All lives matter. And I don't see the issue and a problem with wearing a shirt. This is a free country. And we should be able freely to be able to express ourselves. And I think that we should get out of this whole thing that we can't wear a certain shirt because it will offend certain people. No, if you want to wear a White Lives Matter shirt, if that's what you believe in, then you should be able to wear a shirt. And I don't think that he should be canceled with that. So, of course, I talked to the lady. She was an older black lady, and she said he shouldn't wear a White Lives Matter shirt. And I clearly told her, I said, listen, if he want to wear that shirt, he should be able to wear. I'm still going to support Kanye West. I'm still going to support Candace Owens. I like both of them. I think both of them are really good for the culture. I think what they're doing for our show, I think that what they're doing for Black people is just amazing. Two individuals that are not convicts. They're out here providing great content for the African American community. They actually help African Americans by bringing awareness of the White Lives Matter shirt. So I don't see an issue with it at all. I clearly see that Kanye West is wearing this to troll the people, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to wear a White Lives Matter shirt, and I dare somebody get mad at me because I have on a White Lives Matter shirt. I don't see a problem with that because I do believe white lives matter. I do believe Black lives matter. I do believe blue lives matter. That's what I believe in. If I have on that shirt, you shouldn't get mad because I'm wearing that shirt. I don't see a problem with wearing that shirt. I don't, if you have an issue with me wearing that shirt, we can definitely talk about it offline and have a conversation. And my main focus is going to be I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American first, right? And I should be able to wear what I want to wear. Just like when Raven said, I'm an American, I'm not an African American, automatically she was getting dragged by Black Twitter. And I'm like, why in the world you getting dragged by Black Twitter just because you want to put that on? And so I don't see if I have on this shirt and if you get upset and get mad at me, you can just get upset and get mad because that's what I want to wear. I have a Trump shirt that I was debating on should I wear it, and so I'm going to wear it. I have a Trump shirt. It's in a medium, so I have to go back and order a 3XL, a Trump shirt, "Make America Great Again." And I already know that there's going to be some people in the chat that are going to be upset because I'm putting on a "Make America Great Again" shirt. So automatically, I'm already prepared on people not liking that, and that's going to be upset. And I'm going to automatically tell them, say, hey, I should be able to wear any kind of shirt that I want to wear. I think this is a free country. Okay. So I'm definitely, so whenever with my 3XL shirt coming to mail, I'm definitely are going to wear. So I don't see issue with it as well. I talk to a lot of conservatives. I think Candace Owens is an amazing Black woman, and I think that she's an amazing person because what she's doing for the coast. She have a beautiful family, some beautiful children that she have, and I think that's just great. And I don't see issue with it. A lot of Black people are upset, and I say it's just a shirt. Why are we upset? Because a billionaire is wearing a shirt, "White Lives Matter." So obviously, he is definitely going to wear it to get the response of the community. Because if he would have wore a shirt and said "Black Lives Matter," I don't think it would have gotten the support from mainstream media. All right, so I do love Candace Owens, and I do love Kanye West. I do believe that. And also, Candace Owens was defending Kanye West when it came about with the whole Kardashians and stuff. She was defending him. So I'm 100%. I agree. I love it. I don't see a problem with it. And if any African American person have a problem with that, we can definitely have a conversation. But I do personally believe that you should be able to wear what you want to wear. Even Lauryn Hill's daughter, she had on a Black Lives Matter shirt. And then also Boosie. This is what Boosie had to say. He's an African American, been in prison, in and out of prison a couple of times. He said this: after all we've been through as a race, you put this disrespectful ish on. You give no else about how Blacks have died and suffered to the hands of white men. And you say Bush don't like Black people. Really? So of course that is what Boosie had to say, but he been in prison a couple of times. He's been robbing Black people. He actually has strippers to, come and do a lap dance on his teenage son. So for him to come at Kanye West, I think is deplorable. Because Boosie, you're not a good Black. You are one of the Blacks that, commit crime with other Black people. So you're not a good Black. And for you to come at Kanye West the way that you come at Kanye West, I'm not trying to agree with you because you've been to prison, in and out of prison. You've been robbing, selling drugs to the Black community. So I don't understand why are you coming out here and you're getting upset with Kanye West. Kanye West, he's an American. He should be able to wear what he wants to wear. And as an American, that's what he should be able to wear. And I don't see a problem with it. I'm actually reading a book. It's a part of our book club. And I was reading this book, and this lady got so upset because I was reading this book, and I was on just at the bus stop. And today I just decided to take the bus. And I was reading in our book club, we're reading White Fear. We're reading White Fear. And she was so upset. She was a Black. And she was extremely upset because I was reading White Fear. and she understand, and she was like, why are you reading White Fear? And I told her, I said, ma'am, first and foremost, I can read whatever I want to read. I'm reading this because I have a show. Okay. And I don't want to have this debate. If you want to call into my show, I gave her a card. I said, you can call into my show. And you could definitely have a conversation. We could talk about why I'm reading White Fear, but it was written by Roland Martin. He's a good black. And so I was reading it on the bus stop, and this black woman um, got really upset about it. And I said I should be able to read whatever I want to read. Okay. Make sure you thumbs up, um, thumbs up your thumbs it up. I need you all to thumbs up the video really quickly. Okay. All right. So Boosie is just not a good look. Okay. All right. So here we go. I have that. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video when y'all come in the room, okay? Give me a second. I'm gonna make sure I want to talk about this really quickly. Okay, I told y'all this is a season of the lawsuits. Donald Trump is suing CNN for defamation of character, won 475 million in punitive damages. He just filed this lawsuit today, and he is suing CNN. As you can see, those are the court documents right there. I want to see right quickly. They're suing CNN. And they said the plaintiff, President Donald J. Trump, has been a long time critic of the defended cable news network, CNN, not because CNN does a bad job of reporting the news, but because CNN seeks to create the news, fake news, as the plaintiff has characterized in public statements, by beyond simply highlighting any negative information about the plaintiff and ignoring all the positive information about him. CNN have sought to use the massive influence and purposely has trusted news source and defamed the plaintiff in the minds of the viewers, readers, the purpose of the defending him politically. And I said, hey, if you want to sue. This is coming from the heels of, I told you, when Cardi B sued Tasha K, and Tasha K lost that lawsuit, that opened up for people to sue people for defamation of character. And they can look at, the Cardi B lawsuit as precedent. So they could definitely look at that. So I'm 100%. I'm glad that President Donald Trump is suing CNN, because what they do, they just trash Donald Trump. When I was watching it, today, and shout out to Don Lemon, he got demoted. He's doing a morning show because he got demoted for doing his nightly primetime show to a morning show that don't nobody watch. They was just trashing President Trump. And I literally had to excuse myself. I was working and I saw the CNN, and I just saw how they was just, trashing my President Trump. So I immediately went to the restroom and I cried, because I'm like, they are definitely, trashing President Trump, and President Trump have done a lot for African Americans. They have President Donald Trump definitely done a lot for HBCUs. And I went to the restroom and I was balled up in tears, because I'm like, what in the world is going on with this? Why are they're coming at my president? And so I immediately went to the restroom. I teared up. I was in there for a good 10 strong minutes, and I was just crying and was just in tears. And I just saw Don Lemon just really coming at President Trump, and he got demoted. He's no longer doing it. He would be no longer doing an evening show. He'd be doing a morning show, which nobody watched. Last time I checked, nobody was really watching the morning show. Nobody was really watching the morning show. And so I immediately was there, and I said, wow. I said, they just coming at President Trump so much. And I said, here we go. I said, President Trump done a lot, and I think he's a really good guy. And I really love President Trump. I have some of his merchandise. I have the book, The Art of the Deal, that he wrote. and I'm just a fan. And if you don't like that I like Donald Trump, that's fine. If you think that I'm trolling, that's fine. No one is forcing anybody to watch the show, and so I'm going to always have my opinion. All right. So give me a second. Let me see if I can. That was Donald Trump. What is this? Okay, no, that's not that. Okay, we talked about that. Okay. So we're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj and this whole thing with Latto. And let me first tell y'all this thing about Nicki Minaj and Latto. I want to say this. I think that Nicki Minaj is an incredible artist. I think she's one of the best lyricists ever. But I also think that Nicki Minaj have a problem with other female artists saying that they're on the same level as Nicki. And I immediately started to look at it. And when I saw the interview that Latto did with Jason Lee saying that, she's on the same level as Nicki, I knew Nicki was going to feel some type of way about that. And so when I did some homework, I said, let me see how many albums, Latto have sold. Let me just see. And she sold about 20 some thousand copies. That's very, very low album sales that she sold. And I said, there's no way in the world she could be on the same level as Nicki Minaj and you're selling 20 something thousand dollars. I mean, 20 something thousand copies in for an album. There's no way you're on that same level. But I can understand what you're saying is, which I think that she tried to say, there is more female artists sharing the space that Nicki Minaj occupied for over 10 plus years. Now it's other artists like myself, Cardi, JT, Young Miami, Young M.A., Glorilla, it's so many artists that sharing this space of Nicki. I think that's probably what she meant to say. But when she kind of said that she's on the same level, I knew it was going to be a certain problem with that. And I knew Nicki Minaj was going to have that issue. Now we're going to get to this whole situation with with Cardi B and JT. All right. JT tweeted this. She said, I'm not like that at all. Okay, somebody tweeted JT and they said JT, Akbar, Bia, Katie Guy Bangs, after seeing Glorilla get a top 10 hit without all that D-riding and extra ish. JT tweeted back and said, I'm not liking that at all. I've been doing remix and never got credit on a chart, but they get song word for word and help push the original songs and intended, unlike y'all. Well, I can't even say y'all because y'all don't rap, y'all tweet. Congratulations, Glow Stream, F and F remix and Queen mix. I'm gonna go, and I know these tweets are all over the place, but I'm just gonna read it as I got it. Then Cardi B tweeted, go fetch, and JT tweeted, Cardi, you don't fetch your real talent. We did what we DM it, and why come back here to put on a show for these kids? Cardi B tweeted, so wait, me and you talking in a DM, women to women, but you take it to your timeline and throw shots calling me a bully and a whiner. Why are you playing dumb? And you're talking about a talent. Ha, you forgot that P tried to put me on with your writer. Okay, so that's just admit that they got writers. Anyway, Cardi B also tweeted, she said, matter of fact, I'm not even doing this on the timeline. It's becoming real repetitive for doggy treats. We are already addressing it in the DM. Goodbye, y'all. Then another tweet that she tweeted, JT tweeted, Cardi, you go fetch a real talent. Okay. JT said this. Now you wanted our writer for our hooks for our second because you clearly have none. Ask any writer. I write my own ish. You know this. Okay, let me see. And then Cardi B says, so wait. Okay, I already got that. Okay. I definitely didn't. P wanted to put me in your writers because y'all had numbers make him pennies. My talent speak for itself, though. Okay. So they was going back and forth, and then Young Miami was like, she was like, I just woke up. All I'm gonna say is this, and she said, "LOL." And I want to say this because I think JT and I think that Cardi B, they going back and forth. It is nothing wrong. Let me say this, and I said this countless times on my show. There is nothing wrong with having a ghost writer. For my book, I'm working with a ghost writer, so it's nothing wrong with having a ghost writer. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. There's nothing wrong if you're being a rapper and if you want to have a ghostwriter. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as it a hit, the average listener, and I've said this countless times, when we in the club, we're not in the club and say, you know what? I can't dance to that record because she ain't write it. No, if it's a hit, you're going to dance to it. Okay? If it's a hit, you're going to pop, lock, and drop it if it's a hit. So it's nothing wrong with having somebody write your music, because most of y'all, when y'all hear this music, y'all gonna dance. So it doesn't matter if somebody wrote it and didn't write it. So I'm just being real with you. Okay. So when people say, "Oh, you don't write yourself," uh, you 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 don't write your music, and you don't do this, child. Who cares? Music is music. And if you make good music, who cares if you write it? If you wrote it, who cares? So for them to go back and forth, I just didn't understand it. It was very foolish to me. It was just very foolish, in my humble opinion. I'm just saying. I'm just minding my own business. Okay. All right. So that's what I had to say about that. I think that I personally believe that Cardi B is an amazing talent. I think Cardi B is an amazing talent. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna open. Do y'all want me to open up the phone line? She's an amazing talent. I think JT is amazing talent. I can't. I've like I'm gonna keep saying to Cardi, where is your album? So that was going on. Then Cardi B, she changed her. Well, Nicki changed her profile picture to JT. Then Cardi B changed her profile picture to Remy Ma. So they were going back and forth. Also, too, I think I will be in Atlanta. Give me a second. Uh, I'm just got the. I think I will be in Atlanta on October the 29th. So I don't know of any Atlanta people. I think I will be in Atlanta on October the 29th because Monique is doing her taping, and I want to be in the audience for her taping that she's doing, her live comedy taping. So I think I will be in Atlanta on October the 29th, but I will only be in Atlanta for a day. I'm like from Saturday and Sunday, and I'm coming back on Sunday. So I will let y'all know that. Okay. Okay. All right. So do y'all want me to open up the phone lines? Okay. Give me a second. Let me see if I can open up the phone lines. I will open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. Because the ticket is not that much. The flight is not that much. I can rap to it if somebody write the words for me. Okay. All right. There y'all go. Also, too, I want to talk about this really quickly. Where is that at? Because that was on my mind. Give me a second. I want to talk about that. Where is it at? Oh, here we go. So this is what I want to talk about really quickly because it was on my mind. Speaking about Georgia, and then I'm gonna talk about Blueface. I forgot about it. All right, give me a second. Okay, I want to talk about Herschel Walker. Y'all do know Herschel Walker. He's running for senator in Georgia, and apparently he paid for his girlfriend to have a word and being slammed by his son. His son actually posted this on Twitter and said every family member of Herschel Walker asked him not to run for office because we all know some of his past, every single one. He decided to give us the middle finger and out all his dirty laundry in public while simultaneously lying about it. I'm done. So that is his son, but his son is a conservative. But this is what his son said. His son also tweeted, I know my mom and I would really appreciate if my father, Herschel Walker, stopped lying and making a mockery of us. You're not a family man when you left us to bang a bunch of women, threatened to K-word us, had us move over 6 times in 6 months running from your violence. I don't care about someone who has a bad past and take accountability, but how dare you lie and act as though you're some moral Christian upright man. You live a life of destroying other people's lives. How dare you? Exclusive Herschel Walker, okay, and that was on the Daily Beast. So apparently he paid for his woman to have a word. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Blueface, my last subject here, and I want to be really clear with y'all on here. Blueface and his girlfriend posted the tape, and she was creaming all of his pain. Great tape, by the way. And her Twitter account got suspended, but apparently Blueface have moved on and got with a white girl, and it's just really, really bad. And I want to say this: I love the Blueface and his girlfriend. Like, I love the toxic energy. I'm a fan of the toxic energy, and I think they doing this for Zeus. And she was creaming all over his ride. I just love it. I love the toxic energy. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I do believe they still together. I think Blueface just do this to get under his girlfriend's skin. I am a huge fan of their toxic relationship. I'm a fan. Okay. All right. And I'm just a huge fan. I think it's hot. The tape that they released was hot. I downloaded it. I'm watching it over and over and over. Um, I think it's dope. I don't see a problem. I think a lot of people get upset about Blueface. They say, "Oh, he's not a good man. He's not a good this." I'm like, he's a great man. He's a great guy. He's young, and so I'm entertained by that toxic energy. Cheat on me. I'm just a fan of it all. Like, I'm really, really a fan. I'm just a fan. I watch the tape. I'm a fan. So it is what it is. I know some people in here don't like it, but I'm a fan. Okay. And I think that is just great. I think it's good energy for, and I kept saying it over and uh, over and over. And I said I'm just a fan. I just love that energy. And I said, wow, like, cheat on me. I think it's great. So I was watching. What was I watching? That 50 Cent new show. Oh, what's the name? It's on Stars. If you know the name of it, give me the name of it. It's a series that he have on Stars. I'm trying to think of it's a power spinoff. What's the name of it? Give me a second. What's the name of it? It's a power spinoff. And yeah, yes, it's a power. What's the name of it? Give me the name of the show. Raising Keenan. Yes, Raising Keenan. So in one of the scenes, the mama slept with Keenan, not Keenan mama, but Keenan girlfriend. Mama slept with Keenan, and then that they slept together. And then the daughter, Keenan girlfriend came in the room, said, "Ma, is the milk?" And then she said, "Don't care. She don't know how to treat her man. You got to know how to treat your man." And they wound up sleeping together again. I was like, yes, this is my mess. I love it. I love it. Like, she told Keenan, don't Don't go out there, son, what's whatever. And they just start kissing and stuff. I said, I love it. I love it. It's called Raising Keenan. And I said, that's what I love. Ah, that was on scene. So the name of the show is Raising Keenan. And so when I saw it, I said, woo, and the mom is beautiful. Like the mom, like she had that the lingerie that she had. Like I'm trying to get the name of with the lingerie that she had on because I want the girl that I'm this woman that I'm dealing with. I want her to wear it. So I'm trying to find out what was that. So ladies, if y'all know the kind of lingerie she had on, please let me know because I want her to wear that when I'm in Chicago. I'm to have that on because that's just like a turn on. Like that'll help me. Yeah, that yeah, yeah, like that, yeah, that was yeah, that was everything. That was everything. It's on Stars. That was everything. So definitely gonna have that. Definitely gonna share that. Yeah, that was everything. Okay. So if y'all know the name of the brand that she had on, some of y'all don't even some of y'all don't y'all just wear girdles. So for some of y'all probably not even y'all just have on y'all girdles and big old bras. Some of y'all don't even know. Some of y'all wear don't even know don't even wear sexy stuff like that. Y'all just wear y'all girdles. Like come on, get somewhere and sit down with that. Okay. So some of y'all don't be having girdles with holes in it. So some of y'all don't even know what she had on and stuff like that. Okay, let me just stop right there. Okay, y'all can just forget it. Of course, y'all not gonna know. I should have asked. Um, oh, Kayne. I'm sorry, Kayne. Raising Kayne. Thank you. Sorry. But yeah, Kayne was getting in. He was smashing the daughter and he was smashing the mama. Like that's what I'm talking about. And the mama is more of a ride or die than the daughter was because when Kayne was looking for was looking for a gun or whatever, the mama was like, "Here you go." She gave him a gun so he can get back the money that was stolen from him. So Kayne, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it all. I great storyline. I'm gonna rewatch that tonight. Okay. All right. So it is what it is. Some of y'all just wear girdles. Y'all don't know what it. I don't know what it was. Y'all don't wear sexy stuff like that. Yeah. Thank you, Kayne. Yeah, that's what it was. Raising Kayne.
Your show now. Press 1 to hear.
Your show is scheduled to start in 29 seconds.
But I'm a huge fan of Blueface. I sent him like a DM because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of their relationship, and I'm glad they have a show that's going to be on Zeus. Okay, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm catching up on P Valley.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Now we had the phone lines open up. If anybody want to call in, y'all can call in. All right. Ready for the next episode. His girlfriend went to tell his mama what happened. Okay, I can't wait. I can't wait. I will definitely be tuning in for Raising Kayne. All right. Definitely will be tuning in. All right. So if anybody want to call in, that is the number. Oh, let me put the number on the screen. I'm sorry. We could definitely call in. I know it's late. I know it's late. Okay. Where size XXXXX. Wow. Now say I'm wearing an XXXX. You and something else. Give me a second. All right, so the phone lines is open up. I talked about Blueface already. All right, let's go to the phone line. 9867, caller, you're live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. Hey, Wiley. Chat is a voice in New York. How you doing, Wiley? I see you starting trouble this late or this early morning. You talking about raising Kayne, and that's one of the wackest shows of the Star universe. The one with Tyreek is much better. But Wiley, I don't know why you keep trolling us with this Kanye West White Lives Matter debacle. The thing is that it's how he's using the word White Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was used because of where we were and where we are when it comes to police brutality with Black bodies. That doesn't have the same punch as White Lives Matter because society has always shown that white lives do matter. Hence why they're not killed or used unnecessary force against when it comes to the police brutality, or even when it comes to prison sentencing. Black people have always been on the wrong side and have more harsher sentencing and abuse. So when people say white lives matter, it's kind of like antithesis of what the whole movement means. The majority don't have to say their lives matter because by default, their lives do matter. Hence why they can do what they want. Secondly, you see how like people like to make a mockery of anything that will make it more divisive to get Black people angry. And honestly, I'm not angry because this is Kanye, and I have better things to worry about. He's just doing this for show. He's doing it for shock value. And my anger is expensive, right? I feel like I'm not getting mad for something in which he willingly done. He complains online about Kim Kardashian, but yet he decides to marry a white woman and share all his wealth with a white woman and have kids with his legacy. So I don't care. He will never do that to Jewish people. This is a problem. Like, no one ever disrespects the Jews. And I'm happy they don't disrespect the Jews. But you see how people like to play in our face. Wow, are you there? I feel like I'm talking to myself. Are you there?
I'm listening. Go ahead. Finish.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you're present. I thought you got off on me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like the fact that people use Black people for show, for them to send their message. And it's like they don't do that to any other race or any other religious group because they know better. Right? You don't see anyone saying, oh, this week is Yom Kippur week, right? You don't hear no one talking about that as far as in a negative light, or Jew run things. It's kind of like they want acceptance, and of course you're gonna have a coon like Candace that's all behind it. I don't know why you love her so much in the first place. But with that said, Wally, I'm gonna move on to this JT and Cardi B thing. You are right when people say, "Oh, no one says, oh, like." That thing was written by a ghostwriter. I'm not going to dance to it. But I would say I don't look forward to listening to Cardi B stuff because I know her raps aren't as good. Like, there's not, like, she only say one little line in every song that, like, one line that just stick with you, right? Like, for Up, it was horse sex, right? For WAP, it was the diggly thing down my throat. For the song with Gorilla, it's kind of like in my mind like condos, or I fight for other dudes. But she's not like a writer. With that said, I do think that Cardi B is coming out all the girls into the Queen mix, and she's doing the exact same thing she accused Akbar of doing. I don't know if you felt that way, Wally. Do you feel that she did the exact same thing that Akbar did to her?
I feel like, for me personally, I feel like everybody is fighting with everybody, but where's the music? Where's the album at? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get involved with like the tip attack over and over and over again, because I think she even accused Cardi accused Nicki Minaj of creating all this chaos to promote a record. But it seemed like Cardi B does the same thing with the whole thing with JT. Is you doing that so your record can be number one?
I'm sorry, you cut out. Why? Say it one more time.
I said if Cardi be doing this for her record to become number one, doing all this, going back and forth. So
she does this for the gamut. She does this to be seen and to be heard. The thing is, it's super crazy. Like, it's super crazy that how this whole thing shifted with Cardi B and Gorilla. Only thing JT did was congratulate Gorilla. Why? Because this was Gorilla's first time on the top 10, and she's a newer artist. Cardi B needs an album. That's what she needs to focus on. It's like she's so scared to be on an album, and y'all be letting Cardi B play y'all. When she was on her hiatus, no one heard from her. What did she do, Wiley? She went and got Megan for the WAP song because Megan was hot. She did a whole entire elaborate rollout, right? Everyone heard of her. The whole WAP, the CDs, the this, the that, the that. It changed the whole landscape, right? So she took another hiatus for like a year and a half. Came up with Up. Now, what was good about Up is like stick with you. I don't know. Like it sounded like a whole alliteration. I don't know if people know alliterations, but it's like the same sounds or same like words to make like she just sounded like an alliteration to the whole entire thing. Then she went ghost again. No one was like, "Where's Cardi? Where's Cardi? Where's Cardi?" And then she only pop out because her other song, "Hot-ish," was garbage. And not only when it was garbage, but she also did the original one actually came out. Remember? And he said, "Oh, she's trying to sound like Nicki Minaj." Then she felt some type of way, and then she ran on the track with Gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not act like the only reason why it seems like Cardi's supporting these girls is because Cardi trying to attach her name to someone that's hot and popping to get herself hot and popping. Like let's not act like Cardi's not strategic. She's doing the exact same format she did with WAP. You get what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like, oh, okay. And then every time Nicki come up with something, she's always beefing with people to get her name out there even further. And Wiley, real tea, you could tell Nicki and Cardi do follow each other on their fake accounts. Because when Nicki changed her picture to JT, how did Cardi know that Nicki changed her picture to JT? How would she know? Unless she went to her page or someone told her. And then she changed her name to Remy Ma. Tell her picture to Remy Ma. Like really, like come on, like you mad goofy, bro. Like like you know what I'm saying? Like that was a direct thing. Only thing Nicki's saying is like, yo, I support JT. But what Cardi B is saying is like, yo, I'm gonna get Remy to shoot for you. Like that's mad petty. They just need to get over it. You know what to remind me of, Wally? The Soviet Union and the U.S. versus each other on the Cold War. I don't know if you know too much about it, but basically there was beefing. Was not actually like a war, but like a war by proxy. This is exactly the same thing, and I love it. I'm sorry, I love the mess.
All right,
that's all I have to say.
Thank you so very much for calling in.
No worries. Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay, we got callers in here. We're gonna get to everybody. 2494 caller, you on the air. I'm trying to do 2494. You live.
Hey, Wiley.
Hi.
Are you? Okay, let me get started here. First of all, I want to say that the caller that was on just before me, I pretty much agree with everything that she said. First, let me get on Kanye. The problem that I have with Kanye is because Kanye is doing what some Black people have done for years. What they do, it is very lucrative to come out and cape for white supremacists. It's very lucrative. That's why Candace Owens does it, because it's very lucrative for them. Also, it's very disrespectful because no one ever said that white lives didn't matter. But the problem is that police are out here killing Black people. They're not out here killing white people. So when I hear someone says white lives matter, they're basically saying to me that I don't matter. And the reason I take it like that is because the police are not killing white people. If the police are not killing you, the only reason we're saying Black Lives Matter because the police are killing Black people in the streets. And it's disrespectful for a Black person to come out and wear a shirt and use white people's talking points and say white lives matter. Of course, we know all lives matter. It's the reason why Black people are saying that. Okay, so I'm finished with that. The next thing, this ghostwriter thing. To me, there should be separate categories. There should be a category for karaoke rappers and then real rappers. because I'm never going to give a rapper that doesn't write their own lyrics the credibility that I give a person that writes their own music. And I'm a music lover. So I don't think in terms of just listening in the club, because I like to listen to music in the privacy of my own home. I like to listen to music when I'm driving in a car or whatever. And when I listen to lyrics of a rap song or even just like an R&B song or a pop song or whatever, you kind of connect with that person. And if I know this person is not writing their rap, furthermore, Cardi B, not only does she not write her rap, they have to even tell her how to deliver her raps. And you can tell that because it does come across in the music. So she's never going to be on the same level as a Nicki Minaj. Never. I don't care what she ever could do in life unless she start writing for herself. She can't be considered as on the same level. That's like you saying that Kendrick Lamar and Jack Harlow are on the same level. And that's crazy. It makes no sense. Okay, I'm done with that. The next thing is Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and this JT stuff. What I want people to stop doing is every time Cardi B gets into a beef with someone else, to stop bringing Nicki Minaj's name into it. Because it's clear that Cardi B, when she's arguing with a particular person, she may start out arguing with that person about things that they have a problem with, but in translation, she starts to come up with problems that she has with Nicki Minaj, and it slowly starts to drip out in the conversation, because Nicki Minaj should not even be in this conversation. Cardi B and JT were friends. Well, I won't say friends because I don't know if they're really friends, but they had some sort of relationship because they did a song together before JT did a song with Nicki Minaj. Cardi B's problem is just what JT said. She is upset that JT did a song with Nicki Minaj, and that's clear. And it's clear from this standpoint. JT made the comment that she made. She was arguing with little young people, and it had nothing to do with Cardi B, nothing to do with her. And then what did Cardi do? An hour later, she inserted herself because she came to look for a comment, and she found one. And so she started responding. She did the same thing with Akbar. When their whole little beef started, Akbar was not on Cardi B's page. She was not talking to Cardi B. She didn't mention Cardi B's name. She was on the neighborhood talk page and talking to the neighborhood talk. And all she said was about chart data. And she said that. And then Cardi B didn't respond to that comment until an hour later. So when y'all reading these tweets and reading these comments, y'all need to also look at the time. There was a whole hour that went by before Cardi B came and made a comment to Akbar. She did that for a reason. The reason she did that is because she's upset that Akbar has a song with Nicki Minaj. The thing that the neighborhood talk posted about chart data, well, not chart data, about how the song was doing, it was a lie. And that's why the neighborhood talk took it down, because it was a lie. Akbar knew it was a lie, and that's why she said we're not believing it unless it comes from chart data. Now, that has nothing to do with Cardi B, but Cardi B waits a whole hour later and then comes to make a comment to that. She was looking for drama. So people always want to refer this back to this is Nicki Minaj doing. This is not Nicki Minaj's doing. Cardi B has been on Instagram, Twitter, or wherever arguing with people. This is what she does. This is where she came from. She just finished this case with those two girls in a bar and said she was a changed woman. But then what did she do? She goes and gets with a fight with Akbar and then posts revenge porn on Twitter. This is who this woman is. But every time Cardi B is in some type of situation with someone, it always goes back to people blame it on Nicki Minaj. People blame everything that happens with Cardi B on Nicki Minaj, and that's not fair. And people need to stop doing it because that's Cardi B. This is what she's doing. And I hear people say, oh, Cardi is saying is that Nicki is obsessed with her or whatever. No, what I think it is that Nicki's tired of the industry rewarding people for just being mediocre. And ever since Cardi B has come into this industry, it's like you don't have to have real talent anymore. Like I said, like the other caller told you, somebody can write lyrics for me and I can get into it and go in the studio and deliver that too. That's not talent. But ever since Cardi B has been in this industry, it has gone down. Now anybody can be an artist. Anybody. And people don't want to acknowledge that, but that's the way it is. These other girls, people say that, oh, Nicki's into it with all these other girls. But if you just look go for a little further back, you will see that all these rap girls that are in here, they're giving Nicki praises to get a collab. The moment she does not give them the collab they want in a timely manner that they think that they should get it, then all of a sudden they start to shade her, and then they start to go over to Cardi B to say, I want to collab with Cardi B. But no one ever talks about that. They always just act like this woman, Nicki Minaj, is out here making all these girls choose sides. Do y'all really believe that Nicki Minaj is telling these grown women, okay, in order to get a feature for me, I'm going to need you to choose sides? That doesn't even make sense. If, like another person said, if you spend any time on JT's and Artbox social media, you can tell that these are very opinionated women. And Nicki Minaj is not telling these women what to do. These women are doing what they want to do. And Cardi B is the one that's instigating all this stuff. And I just wish people would stop linking to her. It's recently come out that these labels are now paying Nicki Minaj's label to have Nicki's name associated with anything that they put on YouTube. So it can go all the way up to the top because they know she is the most searched person. So this is how they're getting media too. But y'all all out here talking about this woman, talking about Cardi B is so talented. This woman is not talented. She's not. If that's talent to you, you don't really know talent, because you can get anybody out here in a studio and put that, I forget what this stuff is that makes you sound, to sing or to rap. If I write you a whole rap and then tell you how to deliver it, does that constitute you being a rapper?
Yes.
No.
That does. It does, because Whitney Houston never wrote any of her music. She's still one of the greatest singers. Rappers, if somebody give you if somebody give you lyrics to rap, they go ahead and do it. Nicki Minaj, when you go and you Google the writers on Nicki Minaj stuff, she have writers on there. When you Google Cardi B, she have writers on there. When you Google Young Miami and JT, she have writers on there. So let's not act like these female rappers that we look up don't have writers. They have writers, because when you look at the credits, it don't just say, oh, Nicki Minaj. It say a whole list of writers.
Okay, let me correct you on that. Okay, there's a difference than writing your own raps and your verses than someone writing a hook for the song. A hook is very different from you writing your bars and your verse. As to Whitney Houston is praised for the tone of her voice, her singing ability, her ability to be able to sing at the level she is. Cardi B literally had to be told how to deliver her verse. And I'm not saying that she's not some sort of rapper. You can classify her as a karaoke rapper, but she's not a rapper in the same sense that Nicki Minaj is a rapper. And I can understand why Nicki Minaj would be upset at someone like Latto comparing herself to her, because that's literally what she did. I know what you said. You think that she wasn't trying to do that, but I saw the interview and I think she was, in fact, doing what she did. She said that we were all on the same level. She did say that when Nicki came out, all of these rap girls weren't in the business. She said, but now that we're here and we're all sharing the same space, she said we're not all on the same level. And I'm sorry, there's no way a Cardi B or a Latto or a JT or any of these other girls are on the same level as Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Little Kim is not even on the same level as Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Let's be real.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for your opinion. We're gonna go to the next caller. People, we did move the chat over to members only. So during the phone calls, we're gonna allow the members to comment. If you got something to say, if you're a non-member, you can join for $5, or you can just call in on the show and give your thoughts. 0235, caller, you on air.
I agree with our last caller. She was speaking facts. Now this is my issue. Cardi, you only have one song out, one official song out from you, which is Hot-ish. And this is my problem. And this is how I know that she doesn't have an album. She's just playing singles out. This is how I know, because she does this every year. She drops one album and then a bunch of features, and then she's done for the year. And then next year it's the same thing, and the next. And that's my problem with her. And Cardi is not an artist. That's the problem. If you write your rap, you can call yourself an artist. Cardi is not an artist. She's not even an entertainer. She is a product by Atlantic, and that's the difference between her and Nicki Minaj. And I don't even know why Latto is even trying to compare herself when she hasn't even been in the game for that long. Has she even been in the Billboard Top 100? So she just needs to stop. Like, I just don't understand why these girls are so easy to say that, oh, we're just the queen like Nicki Minaj, when you guys know damn well that you haven't even put in the work in. Like, you guys got to stop. Like, it's like this delusion for me, and I just don't understand it. Cardi needs to stop. This is the second artist that Cardi has beat with over Nicki Minaj's remix to Super Freaky Girl. Who is it going to be next? Bia? Like, she needs to stop while she's ahead. She got too much time on her hands. Cardi, if you're going to be in this game, you got to put out an album. Like, enough. Like, your fans is dry right now. You only got one single out and it flopped. And now you're just doing a bunch of, I don't know, some whack features. Like, come on now, Cardi. Like, this is my problem with her. Cardi, stop with the antics and get into the studio. Why are you waiting for Nicki Minaj? Like, why are you waiting for her? You everything you do is in response to Nicki. Like, just stop it. Like, you're just doing too much. Like, for what? Because you have to call Akbar out because she spoke on chart data? Why weren't you mad at Kyle from the Neighborhood Top for posting inaccurate information? And why even get mad at JT? For what, Cardi? Like, you're just doing too much for nothing. Nicki doesn't even acknowledge you like that, but you still want to be all up in her business, all stalking her, and you're still going to get sued by those two strippers. You got to worry about the other business that you have in your life instead of Nicki. It's just unhealthy and it's toxic. And that's all I got to say, Wiley. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. Give me a second here where we go to the next caller. Okay. All right, here we go. 9663. Hello.
Hi, Wiley.
Yes, you at work?
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, I'm at work. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What I wanted to say, I'm sorry, it might be loud. I'm at a warehouse. What I wanted to say is the caller before the caller in front of me, they were completely right. Like, okay, with the Kanye thing, I didn't pretty much let that go because Kanye West, if everybody's surprised by this now, they should have been surprised by it when he did all this stuff around Trump when he was president. So it's nothing. To me, he's a lost soul. He's a lost person. He's gonna do what he's gonna do. And if people eat that up and appreciate him, and if he still has fans after that, well, it just tells you what they think. And I don't have time to deal with somebody who's just gonna put his own race down to just promote something that was supposed to be a counteract for a movement that was for trying to help Black people when police brutality was at an all-time high, which is still at an all-time high. The whole ghostwriter thing, I respect lyricists more because to me, mediocre rappers don't last that long. They're not gonna last long. They can get out the same generic stuff constantly every time, and people are gonna get tired of it because if it's the same kind of trap song or the same kind of party song, I want to hear about your life. I want to hear about relationships. I want to hear about your family. That's what a lyricist do. A lyricist actually puts bars, even if it's a fun song. A lyricist makes you think for a minute and literally do something or makes you just have a feeling of, dang, I'm going through this. I feel for this person. That's what I love in a musician. That's why I can't respect what that lady said about Cardi B. Cardi B is a mediocre rapper. And the only thing she thinks I don't know how she feels like she's a superstar, thinking she's a global superstar. When she had tweeted that one time, she won't be a global superstar. She's not. A global superstar is Nicki Minaj. She will never be a Nicki Minaj's type. The same with Latto, the same with Megan. The only person I believe who could go at Nicki Minaj's type is Doja Cat. Because she can sing, she can perform, she can rap, all that. None of these girls have put in the work that Nicki has done. They can't watch Kanye and Jay-Z on a verse. They can't have Kanye and Eminem on their first album. They can't have Jay-Z, they can't have Kendrick. They don't have these big names on their album. They got maybe one, but it don't help out if the rest of the album sucks. So you have literally, they get these one little bitty hit that maybe chart to the tip in the chart in the top 10, and then they got to try to come back, and it won't do them no good. So the fact of Cardi going at it with JT, if she pushes herself, I believe she can get farther than Cardi because right now, Cardi, you're going on almost 6 years. Like, you're going on 6 years almost of you not dropping a second album. You haven't even toured. So what are you doing? Like, to me, you're not a rapper. You're just here just for entertainment.
Okay.
If you want to, I'm sorry.
Your last point.
But if you just want, that was just it. I'm tired of the ghostwriters and I'm tired of the mediocre rappers.
Okay. Thank you so very much for calling in. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Man, I don't know what they making at that noise. Okay, 9498.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I haven't called in a long time, but boy, do I got a lot to say.
Okay.
I'm going to just say this. No one can out-rap Nicki. I personally do not believe that the woman is talented. She paid her dues to society. However, she is a very mean-spirited person. I do believe that, Latto is next. Cardi B, people forget that Cardi B was an entertainer before anything. Her fans were organic, literally, like meaning she didn't have a major powerhouse behind her like Cash Money. As much as Nicki, Drake, and all of them say, oh, they got out the mud, they did it on their own, they definitely did the work. Like, they actually worked for their streams. It's not like how today is. However, Cardi also worked for her viewers. Today, everybody is coming and going with the whole social media. You find a new video that's funny today, here and there. The fact that she still has longevity in the game without dropping the album alone says a lot. I feel like Cardi cannot rap. I like her music, but is she on a Nicki Minaj level? Absolutely not. Nicki Minaj will wash her just with 3 or 4 verses Cardi's album. That says a lot. However, I believe that Cardi can make it if she stays out the drama. Like, she's easily bothered. Like, she's somebody who you would purposely make mad just to get a cackle out of them because you know you can't. Like, she argues with any and everybody, and it's just so freaking easy, and I just don't get it. Like, I get it. Like, she's hood, she's this and that, but you're Cardi B. Come on now. Like, she's going to let anybody trick her on her spot, not just Nicki Minaj. She's very pressed, and I'm going to agree. I do agree. When she called JT a lapdog. Wiley, did you see the dang video where Nicki Minaj had her diss her own self? When she told her, well, not just her own self, but she told JT, she said, pull up the rhymes that you said when you were dissing me. Like, why would you even ask that girl to do that? And then with her dumb self, the fact that she really just was like, oh, I can't remember, but she really started rapping. Like, so this girl needs some medicine. Like, this girl is sick in the head. Who asked she sits there and starts rapping, I would have told her, Nicki, anybody think about that? That's old news. I said what I said. If you want to, hear it, replay the stuff on YouTube, pull it back up yourself. But I thought that was very, very messy. And Nicki is very undermining. She plays chess and not checkers. And I feel like Cardi does not understand that. And if you notice, every time Cardi has a hit record, she's always beefing with somebody. And Cardi doesn't realize that, like, they're using you for clickbait as well. They're using Cardi B to stir up their name as well. And I just feel like it was very entertaining, but it was very disturbing how long they were arguing with each other. I just have one question, Wiley. If they got into a physical fight, who would you bet on between Cardi B and JT?
JT most definitely. She gonna win
really?
that. Yeah, I think JT gonna
JT
win that.
gives me lazy vibes. She's long-winded and stuff. Like, have you watched her performance? Cardi B used to be a stripper. You know, she's really athletic. You gotta be a stripper to do what you do, baby. It's just very disturbing. Like, and it was funny because if I was Nicki Minaj, I'd be sitting down watching, eating popcorn. Like, look at them. Look at my lap dogs. Like, they're all her lap dogs if you really think about it. Like, she has them in rotation. And I feel like the only person who she can't really penetrate like that is Latto. Well, Latto. She can't get to her how she gets to the other girl. Like, meaning, like, she can't get that same reaction that she gets from the other girls. And Nicki is definitely watching. She's hearing. She's seeing. That's why she came out with that statement after Latto said what she said. But I feel like the only person who's really up next who can stand on their own without, being a lap dog or a weenie dog is Latto. And Lakia, I like Lakia, but that's it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I think the reason why she won't come at Latto like that because Latto will fight back. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth.
And she can actually rap.
Facts. I agree.
She can rap. And what do you think about Megan? Because her and Megan have been throwing shots at each other. Do you think Megan is an equal opponent, or you
I think Megan is smart because she's the type of person she's not going to get into no beef because she's still building her fan base. She's still building her audience. So of course she's not going to get herself in a situation where let me just go ahead and get in this beef with Nicki Minaj and get into this whole debacle with her. No, like she's the type of person to say, hey, let me build my fan base. Let me build my audience. Let me do it and just leave Nicki Minaj where she's at by not paying attention to Nicki Minaj. Because if you get into that beef, it could end deadly for you. Not deadly, but for your career. Because look at Remy Ma. Even though Remy Ma did what she did, but where's her career at right now?
In the toilet on Love and Hip Hop.
So you gotta be real careful with that.
But I just feel like Megan can hold her own. She's always in drama anyway, so this would be a perfect opportunity for her. But Megan is very calculated with what she does. Even when she befriends somebody or take pictures, it's very calculated. I was just waiting to see if she was going to jump into the chat.
Nope.
And also, I want to thank you for coming on at night, Wiley. I work graveyard, and you get me through it. I'm on my way to work. I'm a little late, and I'm like, let me see if the notification pops up. I'm like, I'm always catching you late now, but I tune in. I was like, I want to go live with him, but I miss going live with you. But I'm happy you doing what you doing and you being consistent.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
Thank you so very much for calling in. You have a good day at work.
Talk to you later.
All right, thank you. All right, let me see where's the next caller at. Give me a second. The number is 646-716-8447. Give me a second. Do we have another caller in here? Hold on one second. Where's the? Oh, right here. We got one more. Okay, we got two more. 4894 calling you live on the air.
Good evening, Wiley.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Doing good.
I just have a couple things. I really don't ever call into your show that much because I don't really care about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. None of them girls can rap as far as I'm concerned. It's a whole bunch of mess is what it sounds like to me. But the reason why I call is because I want to ask you, if you feel so free and you know what I'm saying, you love Donald Trump's nuts so bad, I want you to come on your live and I want you to wear a Trump shirt or a Trump hat and see what happens to you. I want you to do that.
There's nothing wrong with me wearing a Trump shirt. It's just a shirt. What's the problem?
I didn't say there was nothing wrong with it, but I want you to come on your live and speak to the people with some Trump paraphernalia on and see what kind of response that you get. We'll see if you really trolling. And in fact, one thing about it,
I would wear it. I've actually showed a video of me having on the shirt. So I don't have a problem with me doing that, ma'am. I would definitely do it. I don't have a problem with that.
I want you to do it. And I want to see a notification. And I want pictures of it on Twitter. I want pictures of it on Instagram. I want pictures of it on Facebook. Just to see, you know what I'm saying? If you feel so staunch about Donald Trump as your president, then I want you to confess it. Own it. And my second point is this right here. Don Lemon gonna hit you with a defamation lawsuit because he did not get demoted. He chose to go to the morning show
that's what he
because he was
can
tired
I say
of working nights.
Can I say this? Can I say this?
Life at night.
Can I say this? He did, in my humble opinion, he got demoted. Who goes for having a primetime show to go to do a morning show that don't nobody watch? Like, let's be clear. CNN get beats in the rating by Fox News in the morning. The morning show is dead. So who leave a primetime nightly show to do a morning show? That doesn't make any sense to me. He got demoted. He got
been working nights for the past 15, 20 years. He's tired of that.
He got demoted, in my humble opinion. You don't believe that?
No, I don't believe he got demoted. I believe he chose to go to the morning show because he was tired of working nights. The man's been working nights for years. He's over it. I don't blame him. He has no nightlife ever. Every night he's at work till 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. That gets old after a while. I would want to go to the morning too. The older you get, you don't want to be up all late and stuff like that every night. So I don't blame him. So if he hit you with a defamation,
how could he hit me with a defamation? How could he hit me with a defamation lawsuit? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. How can I get hit with a defamation? Because I'm saying he got demoted from his primetime show, even though he said it was my decision. I wanted to move to mornings. No, your boss said you move it to mornings. Okay, we're gonna get somebody else, particularly somebody's white, that's gonna be more neutral towards Trump because they got a new owner and a new boss over there at CNN, and we're gonna move you over to mornings that don't nobody watch. Eventually, Don Lemon will be doing a podcast. He's gonna get fired from CNN, in my humble opinion.
Okay, and you said that people are trashing Trump, really? You really say that people are trashing because people are seeking the truth about Donald Trump. And I'll tell you one thing, it's just a matter of time before this ugly fool gets on TV and says the N-word like it ain't.
I don't think he would definitely say the N-word. Yes, that's not.
Just call McConnell's wife an Asian doll or Cho-Cho doll or something like that. He's very racist.
I don't believe that. President Trump, what he did, he give people nicknames, and there's nothing wrong for giving people nicknames. I don't see a problem with that at all. But I am a fan of President Trump. You're not a fan, so it's okay. But you can't force me to be a Democrat because I'm a fan of President Trump.
Okay, but how you gonna act? How you gonna act when he just come on down and says the N-word at one of his rallies like it ain't nothing? How you gonna act?
He's never gonna do that. He's never gonna do that at all.
It's only a matter of time.
But it's a lot of black. It's a lot of black people. A lot of. Okay, let me say this.
His funky blue suit.
Okay, let me say this.
Like it ain't nothing.
It's a lot of black people that use the N-word, and so I don't cancel them. So if he do say the N-word, I will still support President Donald J. Trump. I will still support him. President Johnson said the N-word, and he actually signed into the voters' right bill. So he signed that into law. So again, I am going to support President Trump, but there's nothing you can say to get me not to support him. I'm a supporter of President Donald J. Trump.
Okay. Well, I'll be looking for you to be flexing in your Donald Trump.
I would definitely do it
all over the internet. And you make sure I get a notification when you get the nerve to do that, because I don't believe that you'll ever do it.
I will do it.
I don't care how hard you troll.
Okay,
you ain't never gonna do that.
I have had on Donald Trump show, and I definitely will do it. And you could definitely sign up to our text list, and we definitely will have on that shirt, man.
Why? why would you wear it? So you could get on long neck ass Harris Faulkner show in the morning on Fox?
No,
You could
no,
be on there with
language,
their pussy?
language,
Is that
language.
why you would wear
No,
it?
I'm gonna wear it because I'm an American. Okay, and this is a free country. Last time I checked, we can wear what we want to wear in this country.
Okay, Wiley. Well, you have a blessed life,
All right, thank you so very
and I wish
much.
you luck.
I would
Good
definitely.
night.
Thank you so very much. Okay. 8388 caller, you're live on the air.
Hi, Boogie.
Hi.
Okay, so Wiley, now you know I gotta get on your neck because you know damn well you wasn't crying for no goddamn Trump in the bathroom for 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, well, I don't think it was 10 or 15 minutes. It maybe it was 30 minutes. I know I was in there for a little while and I was playing some music in the background. I played it for like 4 or 5 times and I was weeping. I was playing some Mahalia Jackson in the background. I was weeping. I really was.
You doing all this for Trump. You never cried once for Barack Obama. That's the problem.
I did cry. I did cry for Barack Obama when he won. Ma'am, I did. I cried when he won. Yes, I really, really did. I cried when President Barack Obama won office. I cried.
Okay, Wiley. So Nicki Minaj, why does she always have to enter herself into drama? Let JC handle her own. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh, she gets on my nerves. Then she gonna have a picture of a pen. Okay, so you talking about JT then too, because JT can't rap her. She can't rap for shit.
Language.
I'm sorry.
Hello? You there? Hello?
I'm sorry. I had my phone on mute, but don't you agree with me?
Well, for me, I think that I don't have a problem if you write your music or don't write your music. I just worry about a hit. That's all. That's all I'm focused on. A hit.
I know. Like, who cares who writes a song? As long as the song jam, I'm in the club, and I hear that beat. That's all it matters.
Facts. I agree.
What else is going on? You didn't get the Benzino tea?
No, we didn't talk about that. Thank you. That was it. You was gonna say?
All right. I love you so much, Wiley, and we need to link up for the fur.
Okay, love you. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye. 2494.
Hey, Wiley, I just called back because I needed to clarify something that I said. When I said about Akbar on the neighborhood talk, I said it was an hour. I meant to say it was 24 hours. It was a full day later when Cardi B came to comment and go at Akbar. A full 24 hours. And the reason I had to call back and stress this is to show you people how this woman is intentionally doing this. The only reason Cardi B's name is in anyone's mouth right now is because of drama, court cases, or fighting with fans, or Nicki Minaj. If it wasn't for those things, Cardi B's name wouldn't be in anyone's mouth. Let's be clear about that. One other thing, the whole ghostwriter thing, all of a sudden, people started saying, well, you don't have to write your own raps. So they started this whole thing trying to convince people that rappers don't need to write their own raps because rappers, some of them do have ghostwriters. But the reason I'm saying this, my whole point is that this is also the them trying to dumb everybody down to get people out of this whole thing of rappers writing their own lyrics. Because really and truly, the industry wants these rappers to let them pick people to write for them. So all of this is going against to diminish the talent, just going to being mediocre. One of your callers also said that Cardi B was an entertainer. Cardi B was a reality star on a TV show acting a fool. That's what she was. And she garnered a lot of support because what do people like? People like for people to act like a fool. Wiley, you just said yourself, you love the Blueface, whatever his girlfriend name is. You love that whole drama. Yeah, people love trash stuff. That's what Cardi B is known for. That's what made her famous. That's what made her famous. That she's just toxic. She's a toxic person online. Also, as for the person that said a hit, and you spoke about a hit, when I listen to music, I'm not listening to music thinking in my mind, oh, this song has to be a hit for me to like it. I'm listening to the song or the rap to see if I like the beat, if I like the lyrics or the songs of the word, and I'm making a determination off of the music, whether I like it. It makes no difference to me whether that song is a hit or not, because if I like a song and it's not a hit, that doesn't make it any more worthy or less worthy in my eyes. So it has nothing to do with that. I think people are confusing and trying to conflate things together, and they're doing what the industry is trying to program us to do. And what they want to program us to think is that the songs that they say or they deem are hits should be hits, and those are the songs that we should like, not the songs that we actually like ourselves. Like, I'm going to give you an example. Beyonce's Renaissance. So many people, when it first came out, said they didn't like it, and then they listened over and over again. I'm sorry. Any song or album that I have to listen to it 3 and 4 times to try and force myself to like it, that means I just don't like it. And it's okay if you don't like something sometimes. It's okay. But I even said this, once people started saying, oh, well, I like it, after listening 3 or 4 times, I like it. I said to myself then, I said, these same people that are saying they like this album, like it's the greatest thing to slice bread, now in a month's time, they're going to not be listening to Renaissance because they really didn't like it. And what's happening now? All those songs on Renaissance are falling off the charts because people really didn't like it in the beginning. And as for you and Trump, you know, everybody has their opinion on people that they like. Although I disagree with you, and I know that Trump is a white supremacist, you have the right to support and like whoever you like for whatever reasons that you like. But I just want people to know it is lucrative out here for Black people to be pushing white people's messages and trying to diminish Black people. It is a very lucrative. Thank you.
I hear you. Thank you. Thank you. That was it. Okay. That was it. Did you hang up? Okay. All right. So we're gonna open the chat back up to the people. Okay. Wow. All right. People just have their thoughts. You guys, I will be in Atlanta on October the 29th. I'm only going to be in Atlanta for a day. Okay. So if y'all want to hit up a club or a bar after the Monique taping, hit me up at Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com or Wiley Show at gmail.com. We will be in Atlanta for Monique Netflix taping. We will be in Atlanta on October 29th. So if y'all want to hit up a club or a bar or something, know it's going to be packed because that's like, is it Halloween weekend? So yeah, so if y'all definitely we will be in Atlanta on October the 29th. I'm going to see the Monique show. Okay. Oh, here we go. Last 44953.
You know, how you doing, Wally? I see you got a different hour. It's Bianchi. You know, I don't understand why come people are really critical of you because who you like politically. Mm-hmm. I don't think you like them because of some stance that has been portrayed upon them by media. I voted for Donald Trump too because of his issues, Wally. His issues, his political issues. Border protection, Second Amendment, taxes. Then you had trade, not to have free trade into the United States, but fair trade in order to protect local and national production and manufacturing. So people can call him a white supremacist. You want to go back a little bit, Hugo Black, a Supreme Court justice, was a member of the Ku Klux Klan at one time in his life. But when it came to civil rights issues, he was all on board. It's about permanent interest, not permanent friends. Other than that, how you doing?
Doing good, sir. And I'm just saying, I want to be clear. I think we can support who we want to support, and I think you're great. I haven't spoke to you in a long time. You from Chicago? Oh, you lived in Chicago, right?
No, I'm between Missouri and the Deep South.
Okay. I remember your voice. I remember your voice that you called us in the show. It's been a while since you called in.
Yeah, it has been, but like I say, you move around a lot. It's kind of a hard person to keep up with. You kind of like the outlaw Josie Well. Everywhere he goes, he leaves dead bodies.
Well, thank you, sir, for calling in.
All right, you have a pleasant evening, and good luck to you.
Good luck to you. Thank you. Okay, now, people, we got bad news. The movie that T.S. Madison was a part of flopped. So I'm going to see the movie this week, but it flopped. Bros, flopped. And you seen T.S. Madison traveling the country, traveling in Atlanta. It flopped. So the movie flopped. So I don't know if you all went to go see it. It's called Bros, and it flopped. And the name of the movie is Bros, BROS, Bros. And the director or one of the cast members saying because straight people didn't go see it, it wasn't a good movie. Straight people have seen a lot of good movies and they support it, whether it's Brokeback Mountain, whether it was the other movie where a black person was in it and it had LGBT content in it, and it flopped. So T.S. Madison been promoting it and traveling around the country, and it definitely flopped. I'm going to see Bros this weekend. I'm sorry, not this weekend. I'm gonna go see it Thursday. So it's a comedy. It's an LGBT comedy. And so, but it flopped. It flopped hard. It flopped. So the people that's just saying this are gonna see it. So the movie flopped, and so it's a comedy though. It's a comedy. It's called Bros, and I didn't promote it. I didn't because I wasn't a part of it, so I didn't promote it. But I saw T.S. Madison traveling around the country to get the movie heard, and it flopped. We put Tyra Banks in the picture, in a promo and picture. She had a wig, and I don't know why she didn't call Tay to do a wig. It was a disaster. Okay, it was a disaster. Never heard of it until somebody in the beef sector talk. So it's called Bros. People need to not judge others for their preferences. We live in the world we want to put in that box. That's why people have so much fake energy surrounding them. But that was the name of it. All right. Okay, so if y'all didn't see it, again, we will be in Atlanta on October the 29th. We will be in Atlanta. And I'm just going to see Monique's show. I may hit up a club or a bar or something. I would definitely let y'all know. You okay? Somebody said you got your subscribers from Tasha K. Here we go. Let's be clear. Mr. Harris. I thank Tasha, but I got my subscribers for the work that we put in. Okay, Mr. Harris, we know that you are a Tasha K supporter, Mr. Harris, but the people are still here, Mr. Harris. We put in the work. Tasha K didn't give us nothing but a camera, and we greatly appreciate the camera. That's probably the employee probably is the one that is on there. Okay, 4894, caller, you live on the air.
Yes, Wiley. I just had to call back because I'm from Missouri too, and I just called you earlier and told you that it's a matter of time before Donald Trump rears back in his funky ass blue suit and says the N-word. And then Uncle Ruckus called as an embarrassment to my state, talking about how he's for Donald Trump. If people like that is the reason why we all gonna be hanging some trees. It's from idiots like that here in Missouri, because I'm surrounded by a bunch of fools that think this way. But you know what? It's really sad that Black people self-sabotage like this. There's no interest that man represents that is for Black people. So I don't know what Uncle Ruckus down in the Boo Hill is thinking. I kind of do know, because they got a little weird train of thought down there in Cape Girardeau and Syton and all that, because I think that's where he sounds like he's from. But it's embarrassing, and shame on him for getting on here acting like that's the way to go, like, and hyping you up and telling you that it's okay. It's sickening. He probably got him a little ugly, homely looking, broke down white girl too. I can already imagine what his wife looked like. But I just wanted to point that out and to let you know that it's not cool. And it is embarrassing from somebody from Missouri to call in talking like that. It's a shame.
Well, that's your opinion. But again, ma'am, Make America Great Again. I am a huge supporter of President Trump, and you can't change it just because you want to insult us and call us different names. But I'm a supporter for President Donald J. Trump. And I love one thing about President Trump. He didn't fall off a bike like President Biden. So I'm a
well,
fan.
At least he was on a bike working out, exercising. Only exercise Donald Trump does is lifting that arm, lifting a Big Mac to his mouth. Uncle Ruckus, y'all gonna be the cause of Black people demise.
No, we're not. Ma'am, no, we're not. No, we're not, ma'am.
You, Lawrence Jones.
If you don't like what I'm saying, it's plenty other
Jesse Lee Peterson.
It's plenty other shows that you can call in, but on this show, we support President Donald Trump.
Okay, well, I'm going to bed because I'm sick of listening to this foolishness. I live here in Missouri and have to live around it and work around it. I'm a real estate agent, and it's really disgusting, some of the stuff that I hear out here when I'm working, trying to sell houses and stuff. So, you might be trolling, but for me, it's a real thing. When I hear a president of a bank who retired from a bank for 10 years ask, what form do you use when you find out your neighbors are Black and you don't want to buy the house that you just signed a contract on? This stuff is more realer than what y'all think here. So, but yeah, y'all keep on, you know what I'm saying? But Donald Trump has made it look like for all these people in real estate that it's okay to be racist and have that mentality. And guess who's going to be living on the streets at the end of the day? Black folks. I
don't believe there's more Black people buying houses and doing really great. I think under President Trump, millions of Black families got into houses. So I don't think that you're coming at President Trump. His policy helped a lot of Black people get to become homeowners.
Well, I'm telling you what I know. I've been a real estate agent since 2005, and I know what I've heard in back rooms and stuff from people in high places that they would have never said no stuff like that had it not been for 2016. They feel bold enough to come out and say stuff like that. And this is where we are. And I don't even think y'all understand that. But, y'all can keep on supporting this mess and the little ugly dude down in Syton or Cape Girardeau, whatever he's thinking. I hope he don't have very many friends that think like him, because if so, we are in big trouble in housing, healthcare, and everything else. But y'all have a good night. I'm done.
Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. You just never know who you're going to have on the show. Thank you all so very much for your support. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Shout out to the members. Also, to the book that we're reading is called White Fear: How the Browning of America is Making White Folks Mad. We're reading that book. I'm on chapter 4. So I do want to talk about the book next week. So please, if you have not gotten your book yet, you can read it on Audible. It's very entertaining. It's a good book, good education that we're reading. And the name of the book is called White Fear. So if you want to be a part of the book club and you get the book, you can get it for Barnes & Noble where books are sold. And you can also get it on Audible. And it's called White Fear. Thank you all so very much for calling in. And I'll definitely and the book is the book is by Roland Martin. It's a good book. He actually retweeted us on Twitter. Definitely White Fear. Somebody said, how could you read White Fear and support Donald Trump? Same thing. How can you eat fried chicken and eat all that pork and be a Muslim? You can do it. It's up to you. If you wanna, that's what you wanna do. That's what you're gonna do. I read for entertainment. I'm a supporter of President Donald Trump, and I'm definitely reading Right Fear. So yeah, okay, I don't have a problem with that. I'm going to continue to read books and stuff like that. One of my favorite people that I have on my wall in my bedroom is Brother Malcolm X. So yeah, so thank you all so very much. If you want to be a part of the book club, make sure you purchase the book, White Fear, written by Roland Martin. Okay. And that's what we are doing for our book club. All right. We're going to have dialogue, conversation, and we're trying to get Roland Martin on the show. We're trying to get him on the show so we can definitely have a conversation over that way. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. We'll see y'all in the next live. Thank y'all so very much. Oh man, where are we at? Okay, make sure y'all comment and subscribe, support our show. Thank y'all so very much. Okay, thank y'all so very much. Man, this is a good show. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Make sure y'all leave a comment. All right, peace.